Oh, hi. Yeah, I've just seen most of Andreas, my friend Andreas' review um, of Halloween. Uh, and I would like to give my own thoughts about the movie. Um, this is gonna be a short video because I'm just I'll probably make a follow up to this, but just gonna make some short remarks. I'm a big horror fan as well, like Andreas, and well, his channel is a film game geek or something like here on YouTube. Uh, Film fan game geek, and just to make sure, I have watched all the Halloween movies, all the Friday the 13th, all the Nightmare on Elm Street, other horror franchises. Now it is Halloween, and yeah, I just anyone grappling with this is just gonna have to admit really how difficult the Halloween movies are. Where like in Friday the 13th we have a fairly simple structure of that's the first eight Paramount movies, and then there's the four New Line movies. But here it's like okay, there are like three different um, like realities, like separate realities, almost like is that not even timelines, but like three completely different universes, or even four. There's Halloween 1 and 2 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and then there's number 3 that doesn't have Michael Myers in it. Then there's the Rob Zombie movies, and then there's not now there's these 2018 and 2021. So it's just really difficult. I find it's much easier for me to have like an understanding of Friday the 13th and Hellraiser and stuff like that. And indeed I've written with some actors from Friday the 13th and and Hellraiser, and I wouldn't do that with Nick Castle or something. I wouldn't contact him, who played the Shapes, but uh, yeah, I mean, I'm going to get into what I think about the movie. But before that, I'd just like also to point out the Lovecraftian connection that many people have missed. Like where it's obvious in The Thing and The Mouth of Madness, and even in movies like Prince of Darkness and They Live, it's obvious John Carpenter has Lovecraft is inspired by Lovecraft. And I think he's also. I think Halloween is also inspired by Lovecraft. It's so we have like this killer machine. I don't mean to get like too philosophical or anything, but in this review, but it's just like we got this killer machine who's like it's just like wants to destroy like all sentient life. Even himself. Maybe he doesn't really even care about his own existence. Really, he's not afraid of dying and stuff. And again, that's what makes this difficult to understand, I think, because it's hard to see, well, how is he different from Jason Voorhees? Of course, he came first, so Friday the 13th is like a ripoff of Halloween inspired. and Halloween and a Texas Chainsaw Psycho and stuff. It's like proto slasher, like Andreas pointed out as well. But and of course he doesn't talk. Jason and Mike Myers doesn't talk, but while Freddy Krueger talks a lot. And he's also obviously Freddy Krueger is obviously supernatural, while Mike Myers and Jason, so like sometimes they could like just be like serial killers or something. Which also reminds me of a new franchise I really like that's called Terrifier. Well, there's this killer clown, which some really great movies. But anyway, yeah, I want to get into the 2018 and 2021 movie now, and well, I think. I mean, obviously these movies are getting a lot of hatred, like from the really hardcore fans, like Rambo Rap for Life and OCP Communications. Like people really understand the Halloween franchise and like remember every scene, like from every movie. But I personally I did not like the Rob Zombie movies at all. Um, and I saw Rob Zombie at Hill Copenhagen 2019, by the way, which was sort of funny concert. But no, I just just anything would have been better. And H2O, I sort of I sort of saw that as like some kind of like Scream ripoff or something, like trying to be on that, trying to be. Yeah, I know it's this it's the Friday the 13th Part 2 director, right? It's a good director, but yeah, I thought it sounded more as like trying to be cool and hip, like with the I Know What You Did Last Summer and Final Destination and do some cool 90s horror. I don't really remember that movie all that much, but I agree with Andreas. There's really no good sequel at all. Um, unlike Friday the 13th, which has like 2 to 5, is many people would probably think they're better than number one, I guess. And the same with Nightmare on Elm Street. Many would enjoy number 2 to 4 more than the first one. Uh, and well, Hellraiser 2 is a cool movie as well, for example. But I don't think you can really say that about any of the sequels to Halloween. There's really been a lot of sequels now, right? So unlike these other franchises, this one keeps going, and I just I thought with the 2018, I thought of this, for example, this podcast journalist guys. I thought they were like really annoying, like some really annoying characters. Which is of course it's hard for a European Danish guy to really know what an annoying American is, because we don't. I mean, how do you really know when you have limited experience with Americans? But so I think also maybe it's hitting the Americans harder that there's so many annoying characters in this new version of Halloween. By the way, before I forget, I'd like to say also that I thought it was deep fake. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought Loomis was deep fake. But maybe correct me if I'm wrong. But it clearly looked like he was it was some kind of CGI or something. Yeah, but anyway, no, I mean I like Laura Strode, of course, and Jamie Lee Curtis. She's great in The Fog as well, and uh, uh, and she's great in really in every movie of in every Halloween movie she's been in. She's really, but I mean it doesn't in for example in Friday the 13th there's only um, Tommy Jarvis is one of the few recurring characters, but here we got like the same final girl. Um, so yeah, so really I think that this new version of Halloween is pretty good actually. I think from a from a Danish point of view, it's pretty cool because it doesn't trigger when you're a foreigner. I don't mind seeing annoying Americans so much. It doesn't really trigger me. I can see that some of the dialogue is pretty bad in both movies, both, but yeah, so what? That's just the way these movies are. But otherwise, they're great. They look great. Great. Michael Myers is awesome. His mask looks great. Great kills. Great gore. A lot of strange decisions, like for example the firefighters like choosing to fight back. Like, what are they, a SWAT team? Like Rambo said. Yeah, I was thinking that in the theater. Yeah, I can understand the first firefighter. He wants to save his friend, so he's and the first one didn't know there was someone down there. But what about like the others? Are just like, yeah, we're gonna, like there's some kind of like they're police or something. Like or why are they fighting? What is this? Is this My Bloody Valentine now? I mean, it's like, what the fuck? So and also the thing with Michael Myers, like putting like four knives into somebody's back, just like, what was that about? I was like, so I don't really know who really understands the difference between Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers. It's just the line is so blurred that, yeah, I don't know. Mm. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, also I heard some like criticism of the ending, but I thought the ending was pretty good. Except they were like explaining what happened, like, which was a little annoying. Like, but I thought when he got up and he turned out like he's just this supernatural force, invincible force. That was great. I think thought. Uh, but then it gets explained, like, so it's like, why didn't they know that before? It's like with this alternative reality that there's in these movies, like, well, now he doesn't get shot at the end like in the 1978. Like, gets shot 6 times, maybe somebody gave him lessons, and all that that's just uh no, no, I mean the thing about him being shot is that no longer happened. Now he just voluntarily uh, turns himself. He lets himself be arrested, and then they're having like a long debate about why wasn't he killed back then, but how does that matter when now it turns out it's impossible to kill him? So and uh, oh, I don't know if this is impossible or what, but oh shit, I'm running out of battery here. Uh-oh. Oh, had to put in some battery there. All right. Yeah, I got lost there. Yeah, it's just I was just saying I don't have a problem with him being a supernatural force, but it's just a little annoying that can't they make up their mind whether he's supernatural or not? Uh, Again, it's like with the Jason debate. Like I never thought it. This is controversial maybe, but I never thought it was a dream sequence when that's my favorite movie scene, not only in horror but in movie history. That's my favorite scene of all time. When Jason jumps out of the water, and I never thought it was a dream sequence. But anyway, that's just my opinion. But you know, it's so mind-boggling to explain how Jason he grew from what happened after he saw his mother killed. Did he grow? What? It's unbelievable. But here it's with Michael Myers, it's even more difficult to explain. And you don't have to explain it. You shouldn't explain it. Like I don't have any memory of number six, for example, even though I have seen it. Like I heard, I just don't have any memory of what's going on there and all the thing with the Men in Black and the cult and all that. It's I agree. The reviewers, it's really insulting. And I would say my explanation is better with the Lovecraftian entity that sort of like wants to destroy sentient life. Now that's why he kills his sister. That's because she's alive. She's just like he doesn't like. It's just if you see something that's alive. It's also like in A Quiet Place where these monsters are just every time they see a human being or hear a human being rather they just destroy them. It's just like some kind of like it's like a force that's like anti-sentient, which is of course that's way too deep and for the mainstream, and it's not really. It hasn't really been picked up on or anything, but of course, also I mean, obviously John Carpenter is one movie I forgot to mention was also Cigarette Burns, which is also Lovecraftian inspired. So there's almost like I don't know, I mean almost 50% of Carpenter movies have some kind of Lovecraftian connection, and that is his theme. Actually, he wrote that in a letter to one of to a writer, one of his a young writer friends that wants to write that who wants to write about a disease, somebody using a disease to conquer the world. But then Lovecraft wrote back that that's too unoriginal. But if he used the disease to destroy all sentient life, then that would be more original. Or try to destroy all sentient life. So So we got the absurdity here in the new movies where it's like he killed somebody, somebody died, 40 years ago or something. He 3 people got attacked or something. It's like again, it's also like Friday the 13th where they still remember. Oh, somebody tried to poison the water 25 years ago. It's like you're all doomed. Crazy Ralph. No, but that's not really the point. The point is the brutality and then the supernatural elements. So I think that just the new movies are just much better than the zombie movies, Rob Zombie movies, but they are, but they're still just really, they're really dumb. I'm not saying I'm a genius or anything, but these movies are really, really stupid. The dialogue is stupid. Uh, yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. I think I'm gonna upload this now and then maybe make some more another one. Maybe when I because I'm researching so much into this, trying to understand the Halloween franchise. So I'll make a new video soon probably. Um, yeah. Anyway, I just also like to say also I really like Final Hour, Sister Team by Dennis Jørgensen and Martin Smith. The Danish slasher horror movie is really great, but probably it's not. I don't know how well known it is outside of Denmark, but it's really really good horror movie, which I own on DVD actually. But I don't have a television or a DVD. Yeah, I don't have any way to play a DVD actually right now, but I still own that movie because it's just too good to get rid of. And yeah, well, yeah. So I would agree with Andreas. Like I would give these movies like around 7 out of 10 or something, and I don't think they really deserve. The only hatred that's coming to them is really from the hardcore fans, from those guys who are like this horror is dead guy, and I mean these guys were like really really into the 78 version and stuff, and I can understand why they think it's like pissing in the Holy Grail, like how they're like changing the story and stuff. Uh, but yeah, in the cinema it was like I think people enjoyed. I enjoyed watching it in cinema, and like the other young people stuff enjoyed it. I felt like, but of course there were some moments like was like comedy, like where this like he's hiding in the back seat. Go look, and that was this mental patient who's also in the first one. I don't think we see him escape, but obviously he did. Yeah. So anyway, I also I noticed some like disturbing predictive programming and stuff in the movie, but I don't want to talk about that because I want to upload this to my main channel, so I don't want to say anything controversial, but yeah, I mean I can say that's my opinion, and I can say I just think the this new like David Green or what's his name, David Go, these I think they're really stupid. They're really really dumb, and unlike like intelligent independent horror like Terrifier and what's called this It Follows, like and movies like Us and Get Out, and which are like more philosophical, more like Twilight Zone and stuff. It's like these are just, for example, yeah, it's like somebody mentioned like this gay couple, and they're like so then this guy, he's like, oh Michael, you've come home. And he's not even afraid or anything, even though he's just about to get killed. He's got nothing to do with Michael other than living in his house. Yeah, well, I'm gonna end this now, and also I just wanted to say that there was a trailer for Scream 5, which looks pretty good. Um, so yeah, it's a good Halloween for horror. And yeah, okay, I'll end this now. See ya.